They shooting. I made you look. Yeah, Charleston White is shooting, and he's gunning to pick up a 400-pound supermodel. So as you know, Charleston White is still firing social media up, as he was just doing an interview apologizing to Carmelo Anthony. Yes, I can say that again. Charleston White said my bad, and he was apologizing to Carmelo Anthony. Everybody know Charleston White. He even crashed on even unalive babies. Yes, he crashed out on unalive babies as the one young man in Texas and his daughter passed away. Yes, he even talked about that situation where the man and his daughter passed away, and he said, F the baby. Yes, this is all the one-eyed weasel. Yes, that one-eyed bandit, Charleston White. You cannot make this up. But Charleston White is apologizing to Carmelo Anthony family, as he says, yes, them boys was bullies, this and that. Yes, Charleston White finally admitted that Carmelo Anthony was in the right for unaliving, yes, Austin Metcalf, and said he should have got the other Metcalf. This is all Charleston White's words. You cannot make this up. Including Charleston White just got out of his big match with one of the Island Boys. Yes, actually winning the match. Looking like this man is he's still in his, he's actually not in his 50s yet. He's still in his 40s and looking like he's 60. As he had his shirt off in the boxing ring. Yes, trunks looking too big. You cannot make this up. Now Charleston White, second to none, as this man tries to pick up a 400-pound supermodel. You cannot make this up. Yes, it looks like he either busted a hemorrhoid. He definitely pulled a hernia, as you can see his face. Hey, the eyes swiveled and closed. You can't even see the bad eye. The bad eye was gone. It was twisted. I swear, you cannot make this up. Supermodel was screaming to where his legs were shaking, and you know his knees was knocking. Finally shaking to where he buckled, and they all went backwards toward the bed. Yeah, you cannot make this up. Yes, he is on Adin Ross stream, and he is having a field day picking up this big, beautiful supermodel. 400 pounds. Yes, Charleston White's showing that he still got something in there. Yes, he still got some fight in his arms and in his legs. Yes, yes, you cannot make this up. Now, Charleston White, like I said, have been up to no good as he threatens Cam Newton, saying, yes, when I see you, because Cam Newton, you don't want to see him that long. After Cam Newton seen the Island Boys fight and said, yes, I will, he can't even get in the ring with me. I will move couches against Charleston White. This is all Cam Newton. And then Charleston White heard, yes, Cam Newton's response, and that's when Charleston White started crashing out and said, he either going to pop Cam Newton, pepper spray, or tasing. Yes, he's getting attacked on sight. This is all from Charleston White's own words. Yes, he put it out there. He said, yes, I was waiting for your big jolly green giant threat. This is all. You cannot make this up. Yeah, I can't stand him. You know, yes, just like a real family. Yeah, you got the uncle that say crazy way out there, and yes, and dude, but he's really sane, and he got some sanity in there. He's really sane, so he really be knowing what buttons to push. You know what I'm saying? When he decides to ride the coattails of some of the whites. Yes, Charleston White is that man to know how to mess with his culture. Yes. He knows how to poke holes and poke a bear. Yes, his culture, he knows how to do that. But like I said, give it up to Charleston White holding this big 400-pound